Hello. What's up? So how's everybody doing today? Or tonight, this evening, whatever. So we see Frostbite, Onyx Fire, Steve LaPointe against an Army, Robert Pintoff. Wow, we got 20 people in here. Cool. We just started. Jerry Parker. Did I say Onyx Fire? Onyx Fire, just in case. But other than that, Jackalope's here. Paula Bloom. Hello.
Easy, much what?
Yeah, she's quicker than I am.
Iron Jim.
So yeah, guys, we're here tonight. We're live, of course. Got
I just got an alert, man. I think we're live.
Yeah, we are. We have a comment pinned at the top.
A comment.
All right. Yeah.
Hi, Frank. Steve Stucker. Hello.
Link's pinned at the top if anybody wanted to join us. We're going to talk about silver, gold, current events, more. Whatever you guys want to talk about.
Joe McBride.
What up, Joe?
Venture.
Mr. Original Man Bun.
No, it's pigtails. Get it right.
It was pigtails. What's up, Frank? Someone said hi, Frank. I don't see Frank.
I seen him.
I don't see him.
He's sneaky, man. He's like Mr. Deeds.
There he is. Very sneaky. So what do you guys I had an exciting day today at the shop. Seems like silver's a little soft, but then today comes by and a guy buys like 400 ounces of silver. So I haven't told Mrs. Coinker I had to order 500 back because I sold 4. She does.
What?
Oh, I had to.
What don't I know?
I had to buy some silver today. It seems like silver seems to be a little soft with the lower prices, but I think people are finally starting to come around. Normally what happens is when it goes low, people stop buying and start selling. I don't know why they do it, but we did have a customer come in today, and he actually took advantage of the lower prices, which was cool.
High currency systems. Keith's reading your book, man.
I am. I got a piece of paper stuffed in it. I'm like page 2 or 3. I don't have a lot of
page 2 or 3.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to read. So yeah, we see that there is a lot more interest in silver now that it's lower than there was. No, we can't do that. We cut out Mrs. Coinker. I tried it. Good evening, Frostbite. Cannot hear you, sir.
Because I had my mic on mute.
That would do it. So what do you think about these lower silver prices? I mean, outside of my opinion is it's an opportunity to be buying. Do you think it is?
Oh, man, it's just like stock markets, right? Buy low, sell high. Same thing. So I think it provides an opportunity for you to get into the market. Do I think you should jump on all in? No. Buy a little bit, capitalize on it, but don't go crazy.
Yeah, it's this opportunity to buy a little bit more than you could before.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And if you're looking at buying 10 ounces, 3 weeks ago, and you're like, I just don't know if I can pull the trigger. Now might be a good time to pull the trigger.
Okay, we have a reason why nobody is buying silver. This was just texted to me. Are you ready? This is a Circle K mobile. I don't know if we can. Let me try to put me up on the big one here. Yeah.
We can still blurry.
Oh, yeah.
$5.79 a gallon.
$5.99 or
$5.99 for regular or medium.
6 something.
Yeah.
Welcome to California.
Yeah, California.
You ain't seen those prices in Texas.
Hi, Beto.
Don't see him in Michigan. Gas today in Michigan is like $3.37. Woohoo! We're down from $3.87. So if anybody has any questions, please put some question marks in front of them, and I or someone else up on the panel, which happens to be Frosty at this time, will be more than happy to try to address your comment or question. Again, please put question marks in the front of the comment so we can get it up on the screen.
Hi, Emil.
Kind of like this. Where we at?
Did somebody put questions?
Like that. Hi, Mrs. Coin Crew.
Oh, that's not a question.
No, I said we'll put it up there kind of like that. So I've noticed most of the time when silver goes down like this, people tend to sell more than they buy. Why is that? Why do you think that is, Frosty?
Well, I want to address John Jacobs' question first. Are any yawn rounds available?
I guess they are.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Keith was like looking for JJ's comment.
And I didn't even read it.
Ah, shit.
I didn't even read it. I just seen the question marks. Clicked it up there.
I could pass that one up. That was right there.
Okay, please begin question with question marks so your questions are noticed. We're going to try to get to any questions that may be present, but we may not answer them all. We are going to do our best. I do appreciate all the 42 people being here. Thank you, guys. Please hit the thumbs up. I forgot to hit it myself.
Hi,
Look
Chew.
at that.
You didn't like yourself, man.
I didn't like myself. What's up with this? That's
So
just
you asked me a question. So I want to kind of go where Joe McBride is. Cost
Okay.
of living is up.
It
right?
is.
You look at, I was talking with my wife about this the other day. We go to the store, we buy 2 meals, and we're 150 bucks into groceries for a meal and a half.
Mm-hmm.
We got 2 teenage boys and my daughter, and we're spending, before all the prices and stuff went up, we were sitting around 1,800 bucks a month. Now we're like 2,800, and we're cutting back on some of the stuff that we do. Food and gas are kicking our tails.
It is expensive to live. I've noticed that a lot, mostly when people are selling. Hi, Paula.
Hello, can you hear me?
Looks pretty
Yes,
there.
we can. Mostly when people are selling, they're selling because they need money, whether it be for gas, be for utilities or food. But occasionally you will get a few people that come in and buy. Those people have obviously managed their money or put a little bit aside. I think the people that have been buying silver, I think those are the people that are, like I said, financially astute and more worried about protecting their dollar, their money that they've already earned. I mean, do you have a take on that? Anybody? Paula or Frosty?
Huh? No.
I'll turn this
She's
one to Paula
here.
first.
Pretty face.
She's enjoying the nice outdoors.
I'm just hanging out with my friends.
And that's my take. I think they're just selling because they need it, and people that are buying is just because they want
I
to
think that's
save.
why we've been able to buy more silver, man, because we don't have teenagers anymore.
That is part of it. Yeah, teenagers tend to eat more than adults.
Yeah.
There's no tend about it. That is just a
They
blanket
do.
Teenagers
They can double,
standard
triple
adult.
an adult's beverage.
Yeah, they eat you out of house and home.
Well, so we like ratatouille, right? So we'll make a big old pot of ratatouille, and the boys will eat it in a day. If it's just me and my wife, that's like, lunches for the week. The boys will eat it in a day. It's just
something Amy Harrell's done. She has stacked food and silver, and how she's done that is she's cut out vacations. I mean, I wouldn't say cut your, enjoyment of life out, but yeah, at least be a little bit more conservative on your vacations. Don't go buy a $10,000 vacation when you can do it for 2 and have just as much fun. I mean, we all got to cut corners where we can, but I feel that it's important that we should all stack silver and gold if we can afford it, because the key to financial success is variety. Variety is the price of life. And no matter what you do, whether you deal with stocks, silver, gold, or even food, for example, variety is key, because you don't get bored if you have a variety of food. I mean,
Ouch.
Angel's like, I hate eating the same thing day after
yeah,
day.
I can only eat something 2 days in a row. After that, it's like, nope, I can't eat it. I'll throw it.
And with the variety on your silver or your gold, it offers you different opportunities to, maybe take advantage of maybe expansion of, the profits on something. Studio apartment, New York City, start at
Ow.
dude. That's twice as much as my house payment used to be.
So that's not that much. When I was living in Hawaii, and this is mid 90s, I spent 1,800 for a studio apartment at the Twin Towers there in Ala Moana. So
You wouldn't catch me
50
doing it. I'm sorry. I'll live in
1,500
Boone.
bucks. Well, you have limited options when you're there, but
Well, that's what I'm
you
saying.
can
I
live
would
on the
move to
ship.
Oklahoma or something. I'd move where it's cheaper. That's just too much money for a small apartment. I mean, in
Yeah,
today's
it's
world,
crazy.
because everything's connected by the internet, you can figure out how to make, maybe figure out how to make money on the internet instead of getting a basic 9-to-5 job. Okay, when Robert Pinto says when the price of silver goes down, fear of missing out turns into losing. So panic sets in and they sell. Yeah, I've noticed that people are, when the price goes down, they're like, oh, I better sell before it goes down further. I never do that. Never sell when it goes down, because especially if you're losing money. If you're still making money, that's your own call. But if you're losing money, guys, remember, you haven't lost until you actually sell it.
Hi, John Camper.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. The people that do that aren't in it for like the long haul.
No, they're not in it for the long haul.
Ow.
They're not
I
those
just-
guys that
I
back in
just-
1965 bought silver quarter or stashed their silver quarters for a quarter
Yeah.
and are still able to buy a gallon of gas or more for that. So yeah,
I just buy it
What
when
were you
I can
saying?
afford it.
you buy
I just
silver
buy-
when you can afford it.
Yeah, I just buy it when I can afford it.
What kind of silver do you like to buy?
Well, if I'm just buying silver, I buy the cheapest I can get.
No, I mean, do you ever buy the pretty stuff like she does?
I do. If I see one that I really, really like, I do. That I want to keep.
Yeah.
But, if I'm just buying silver to have silver, I buy the cheapest that I can get. Whatever it is.
Well, let's flip over to gold just a minute. And I've said this
Don't buy
plenty of
gold.
times.
I never
No,
can
I
afford
understand. But this is an example of
Jewelry.
gold, and it could hold true in some cases of silver. The cheapest is not always the best. And the best example of that, it used to be only the 1991 1-ounce eagle versus the half-ounce eagle. Today, you can get, for every half-ounce eagle, you can get 2 full ounces of gold on the eagles, right? Well, now it's kind of in a paradox where everything 98 or 99 and older, they're almost $1,000 for quarter ounces, $800. All of that fractional gold, the quarters and halves, older than the 2000s, like 1999 and older. So if you had spent the extra couple percent and bought the fractional instead of going for the cheapest route of the 1 ounce, you could have proven to have a more substantial stack by taking that fractional and just trading it up for a 1 ounce. That same thing holds true for silver. Sometimes there may be that 1 or 2 silver coins come out throughout the year, and you've seen it happen from the U.S. Mint as high as they are. I'm not a minter by far, but you've seen it happen where 1 or 2 coins will come out from the mint, and the mint overcharges, but yet they're still a good investment because they go up astronomically. So it happens. Cheapest is not always best, but
Well, if
cheapest.
I had money to buy gold, I would buy a numismatic piece.
Oh yeah. There's definitely a plus. So $3 golds are a good example of that.
333, baby.
Yeah, $3 golds are the best example of that. A couple of years ago, you could have got them for half as much as you can today.
Yeah.
My point is sometimes it's best to go after something a little bit above the cheapest, but definitely do not stop buying the cheapest, because if you get into a pickle and you need to sell, you're going to want to flip out the cheap stuff you've got less in versus the stuff you've got.
Yeah,
premium.
but if I get into a pickle and I've bought cheap, at least I know I'm going to get my money back. I'm not buying it as like an investment, hoping it's going to go up.
Yeah, but I'm
going to buy low. I'm only going to buy when it's low, and then I know if I get in a pickle, at least it's like a savings account, that I can't just go spend at the Dollar Tree or whatever. If I get in a pickle, at least I know I'm going to get my money back.
Chief Stacker says he likes setting gold aside each month for buying, or money aside each month for buying gold and silver and other shenanigans. And he sticks to it every month.
I want to touch on that piece because that is how I've been able to take my spending habits and turn it into my savings. Because money, like cash money, credit card money, I don't hold on to it. There's stuff that I need, stuff that I want. But if I allot myself 200, 300, 400 bucks a month and I buy the pieces that I want, then that's earmarked and that money can be recouped later on. Whereas if I want to, I can take my wife and we can go have a, nice $200 dinner, but it's going to make us feel good for a day. Whereas, we can go get some crawfish, do a crawfish boil for 50 bucks, have potatoes and do all that stuff. I can buy, pre-33 gold for 250 bucks. And now we're happy for a while because
we're
like what we want to, and we got the gold.
The last 2 years, the Tulsa show,
There's no gap.
all my spending money for my vacation comes from what I bring to the silver, basically, that I brought to the show and sold, that I've gotten all year long, and for that particular reason.
There are other ways.
I am not good at saving.
There are other ways to acquire inexpensive silver and gold. The easiest way to get it really, really cheap, below cost, you have to do a little bit of trading, but you can do it. And myself, Frosty, and Paula have all known about errors and stuff like that. You go to the bank, you buy rolls of coins, and you search them for errors. Then you take those errors and go trade them or sell them to a coin shop or somebody else and get you a piece of inexpensive gold. You could spend a half a dollar. You could find a half a dollar error. Those are easy to find. It's worth $10, $15. Now, not all coin shops are into them, so sometimes you may have to sell it on a P2P, a person to person.
That's the best way with errors and varieties, I think.
Yes.
Unless it's a big one, most coin shops don't really fart around with them. Unless they're like one of the bigger ones.
If they're distinctive. Like the one videos that I make, those are just, most of those are distinctives. I like them. I like them if they're very distinctive, like you said.
Yeah.
I want to try to give examples.
But you can sell them all day long on here or on eBay or whatever, You find
I want to get them for my own personal collection.
Right.
They're distinctive. I think they're a good investment at a low cost. I don't, go to the bank and buy rolls to search. However, I did order 4 half-dollar boxes. Nice. So we're going to hope they're going to come in the next week or two so we can do maybe a half-dollar row search for everybody for free on the channel. We hope they're coming in. Cross your fingers. Do you guys have any thoughts on gold backs? He's asking.
Don't buy them.
What?
Don't buy them. Don't buy them.
My sentiment.
They're collectible, but you can't melt them down or anything and get the gold out of them.
No, they say there's 1,000 in some, but
Yeah, but you can't get
1,000 of those. Do you think you're going to really get an ounce of gold out of it?
You can't. Seeker has done videos on them, and you can't melt them down and get the.
No, even if you got a whole 1,000 of them, and you was able to get your ounce of gold out of 1,000 pieces, do the numbers. $8 to $10 for one. That's $8,000 to $10,000 an ounce. That's if you could actually get the gold out of it. You're much better just buying a fractional gold or a larger piece of gold.
And there's certain states where you can spend them in certain states, like Nevada and
Utah.
Utah.
If you're buying it for the gold, I don't recommend. No. Now you do have the ones that are where they're not gold backs. They look like them and they say 1/10 of a grams. Those you can actually get the gold out of when it's a 1/10 of a gram because there's a lot of gold there to get. but I don't think you're going to get the entire tenth out.
No,
of it.
but again, when you're looking at doing that, so I don't know if you guys know who Sri Tips are, right?
Yeah, I
You guys-
know.
Okay,
They're a
so
good prize. They are a good giveaway prize.
Sri Tips it's basically, he takes and put things in assay and right, he does the whole process of pulling gold or silver or whatever out of the junk or jewelry or whatever. The amount of money it takes in time and chemicals, and
Yeah.
God forbid you do something like spill it on the driveway, right? Because then it's gone.
Well, just like I
It's gone.
said,
It's done. So there's a huge risk reward in doing some of that stuff, and you're not melting them down. You're going to have to do some sort of pulling it out of, utilizing the hydrochloric acid or whatever those are.
I don't think they can be. If I
Well-
remember, Seeker did a video on it, and I
He
don't think
tried.
they can be. Like,
Chief says you're better off buying
Kryptonite.
gold nuggets. Stay away from the gold foil. I think they're good for giveaways, for
Yeah,
just to
and
have as a
they're
novelty, a
cool.
collectible.
I just spit all over my keyboard. Sorry.
But as far,
job.
good job. But as far as spending your own money on them, I don't think they're a good wise
The
thing.
go
to do.
back is
If you just want one to collect, that's fine. But I would,
the go back is they're trying to get like different states to actually let people spend them.
yeah, Against an Army says he
Like
has
the-
one, got it for free when it first came out.
So it'd be worth more if people would be able to spend them than the actual gold that's in them.
Yeah, 1/10 fractional ASC gets you premium whether you buy or sell it. Yeah, I offer walk-ups, depending on where gold is. Like today, I was offering $215 of walk-ups. They didn't sell. For a fractional gold 10th ounce, that's $25 over melt. Yeah, it's less than I pay, but, I got to buy it a little cheaper than the wholesalers if it's a walk-up because they're selling it to me on their demand. I'm not just clicking the computer and saying, okay, I need 10 ounces. I have to take money that I might have had reserved for something else.
So if you
But
had to choose just one 10th ounce to sell, you could sell no other one. Which one would it be?
If I had to choose 1/10 ounce to sell, a lot of it factors into price. A lot of it factors into beauty. But under the current circumstances, if I had to choose one and I could only sell one, looking at all the different parameters of premiums, beauty, sellability, I would have to go with the Gold Eagle, even though it costs a little more than everything else. The 1/10 ounce Gold Eagle. I
I'd choose
prefer
the
to-
one that I could buy for the cheapest and turn around for the most.
Those would be
I don't know.
something I would say like Britannia's, but premiums went up on those this year.
Those are pretty.
Philharmonics, the premiums went up on those this year. Krugerrands are still reasonable.
What about
for this year on
Kangaroo?
Maples. What
premium.
about the little maples?
Yeah, maples.
Maples aren't as reasonable as they used to be? No.
They're not.
Well,
No.
nothing's as reasonable.
No, I think if you're going for cheapest, like Paula says, I think the 1/10 Krugerrands are the best bet right now. Because if you go for some of them offshoot countries, you may save like $5, but resellability, are you still going to get at or above melt? That's what you have to look at.
Yeah, because I thought the Kangaroo right now was the best price for the 10th ounce.
But yeah, it could be the best price, but are you going to get as much for that if you had to resell it as you could a Eagle, a Kangaroo, or a Krugerrand, or a Maple? That's what you got to see. Because some coin dealers, not me, but some coin dealers like, no, I don't want it. I'll only give you melt, or I'll give you 97% of melt. If someone really doesn't want it, that's all they want to pay. They want to be able to send it to the melter or whatever they want to do with it. They don't want to hold it. What's this? Pre-33 $1 gold coins. There's a premium there.
That's the way to go.
Isn't that like pre-1900 $1 gold? Because I don't think there's any $1 golds newer than 1900.
No, the ones I have are 1872, 1873.
Yeah, I think
78.
the 70s are the latest. ASC's What is an ASE Gold? Does anybody know what that is? American Silver Eagle
I
Gold.
do
That's,
the
that's
same thing.
ASE. That's what I ASE.
ASE
AG
is American
AGE.
Silver Eagle. AGE.
AGE.
It's either an AS or an
It's
age.
S or a G. But I do the same thing.
Yeah, I think I know what
I do
I
the
think I know
same
what
thing.
Steve. American Gold Eagles and Silver are easier to. Yeah, if you wanted to do that, Steve, just do AE Gold and Silver. It would keep me from talking like this just now. They are easier to unload. Yes, I agree with that. Okay, so
I don't think the Gold Eagles are more than Buffaloes, are they?
they don't have fractional Buffaloes current. Only 08.
No, I'm just saying.
No, the Buffaloes.
Joe said the Gold Eagles are more expensive than the Buffaloes.
No. The Buffaloes are, I think, a quarter or 0.5% more wholesale.
So if you can get the Buffalo cheaper than the Eagle, then
Buy it.
I would say get it.
Yeah, the Buffalo it's not picked up on the mainstream as much as the Eagle, but I think if they would come back to making a fractional
I think
again
they're
with
prettier.
I think it would be more desirable than the American Eagle. The problem is there's no fractional help boost the popularity anymore. When they introduced the fractionals in 08, they put them in a box. They didn't sell them in a bulk. That was the problem there.
I still kick myself for not buying some of those.
You and me both. I'm like, I'm not paying no $160 when gold is $700 an ounce. They wanted double spot or over double spot. I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Hi, Eric.
I wish I would have, because they had such a popularity problem that the mint in less than 2 weeks removed them from their website. They just weren't selling. And so instead of lowering the price, they just removed them, and I guess they melted all the other ones down. I don't know.
Myself personally, if I had a Gold Eagle and a Gold Buffalo and they were the same price, I would buy the Buffalo. I just like it better.
Does anybody have the answer to this question besides me? How
Not
about
me.
are more desirable? How are they? Okay, go ahead.
Are they more desirable?
Yeah, okay. How about the way I'm understanding is
The
how are
Gold
they more
Eagle.
desirable? That's the way I'm understanding the question. How are they more desirable?
So I don't. Well, if you're talking from being United States, it's our coin, right? So it represents us. That's my take. But I don't think they are, because if I have a gold, if I'm buying gold, I don't care what the resale value is. I'm not buying an AGE. I'm not buying an Eagle. I'm buying a Buffalo. I'm buying one of the gold pandas. I'm buying a Dragon Round. I'm buying the koala.
You're buying
I'm
the
not
ship.
buying a
The
gold
ship.
Eagle. I'm just
I
not doing
think
it.
the only reason they're more popular at this time is simply because they've been around longer. They've been consistently around.
Hi, Mustang Dave.
Why aren't the unicorns on the English gold coins to celebrate the Queen Paula Pink?
I don't know, but I like them.
I seen those unicorns. I think it's
I like
partly to do with the family crest, is it not? King
Yeah.
Charles
The-
crest.
Yeah, it's a crest. The unicorn has.
Yeah,
a crest in
it celebrates the Scottish. The unicorn is the Scottish,
They should be
the royal
pink.
Scottish animal.
It should be pink.
All unicorns should be pink.
They should be rainbow.
Unicorns should be pink and elephants purple, right?
That's right.
Hello, bluegrass coin hunters.
Okay, and here's something that Joe McBride's saying about the gold. You'd rather buy a Buffalo because it's 24 karat. Now, here's where the pricing power comes in at. When you talk about the 24 carats, there's a couple of reasons why people switch to the maple over the Buffalo, because it's cheaper and because it's out of country. And some people worry about the government. Oh, that's American money. We want it back. So, don't know how they'd be able to do it, but, it's just the thought I have,
Yeah.
or not I have, the thought I have heard from other people.
Yeah, some people are scared that they might try to like recall gold again or whatever.
Yeah, because when they did that, they had the Krugerrands floating all over the country, and the government couldn't do nothing about it in the early 70s. Now, there wasn't a recall. They just took us off the gold standard in 71. But, nobody knows what the future holds.
You know, the
That's why a
Cougar
lot of
reminds me of.
That's why a lot of people won't buy from online dealers who, like, I don't want to name their name, but you know who I'm talking about. These great big guys that list, you got a 1995 Buffalo, a 1999 Eagle, that list exactly what you bought. A lot of people don't like buying from people like that because they don't want to, the government to know exactly what they have. And I don't blame them.
You talk about gold Krugerrands, you know what comes to mind?
1967, my year.
That's a great year.
It was, wasn't it?
It was
Do you
my
want
year
one, Paula?
first. It was my year first.
Barely. Do you want one, Paula? Would you
Do I
love to
want-
have one of those?
Love to have one of what?
A 1967 Krugerrand, 1 ounce gold. First year.
Yeah, you're gonna send me one?
I don't even have one.
Oh,
The problem is, and I'm willing to fork out the extra $2,000. That's the issue.
Hey, what's
There's
up with
a
this, man?
$2,000 premium. What's up with what?
Keith and Paula's the same age, and me and Frosty's the same age.
True.
Just the way it is. Isn't that ironic? But we're not the same age. She's old.
So,
Yeah,
Paul,
but
you're
like-
going to be my numismatic spouse.
numismatic.
It's
She'll
just
be
the
wedding?
inside. What?
Huh?
I'm gonna be
I said,
your
then
what?
then Paula would have to be my numismatic spouse.
Oh,
Already then. Numismatic spouse.
Woo-hoo.
well, good luck to you.
Well, only in the numismatic part of it.
Only in the
Yeah, I'm
numismatic
not
part.
sure that would work out either.
I'm not sure that would work out either. But no, it's really interesting things people say.
I'll trade my spouse for Paula.
What?
That's a deal.
Michelle, my
Oh, that's
girl.
That's
She's
funny.
going to be 50 in 3 days. Wow,
50's
I hate-
great.
I hate to say it,
Yeah.
but you're young.
50's a
trade
good
agent?
age. 50's a good age.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't like
nifty.
50 though.
Three
It's
baby.
nifty being 50.
I didn't like turning 50. I didn't. I handled every year.
I
better.
did, man. I went to Reno for Hot August nights, and oh man, I had a blast. Stayed at the Pepper Mill. I had a great 50th birthday.
Hi, J Dog.
Well, we
I
kind of talked about silver. We kind of talked about gold. We even kind of talked about current events, meaning the pink elephant that is not on the current gold coins in Europe.
It's not an elephant. It was
Or
a
unicorn, rather.
It was a lion and a unicorn.
Yeah, pink. It should be pink.
It should be pink.
And Mustang Dave is reiterating that 67 is a good year. Eleanor. That's all I got to say about 67. Eleanor. Oh, yeah.
But that
You guys know
Krugerrand's
You know about Eleanor, don't you?
4,200 bucks.
You know about Eleanor, don't you, Frosty?
Oh, I know all about Eleanor. She's a beauty. She gave Nicolas Cage a whole lots of fits.
Yeah, and
Hi, Kitty.
Frosty's up there saying he'll marry Eleanor.
I love me some Eleanor.
I'd have to dump my wife for Eleanor.
Do it.
She's like, I don't think you could even find an Eleanor. And for those of you that don't know,
There's
this is
one.
Eleanor.
There's one about 3 miles from where I live here in San Antonio.
Really?
We have a good friend that lives in a place called the Dominion, and he's got one sitting in his car collection garage.
Wipe that drool, man.
I know. I'm drooling here listening to that.
He's had Jay Leno at his house. He's had all
I
sorts
see him.
of
Well,
Big
that's because he's got a
car from-
67 Shelby GT Eleanor.
yeah, it's a beauty.
So am I in the
place
correct place for
what?
the squirrel action? Yeah, sure.
The what?
Not so young numismatic channel. I don't know. We were hoping to get young people in here. We are hoping. We were talking about silver. We were talking about gold. We was talking about pink unicorn that should be on the gold coin. Yeah. Any other current events?
I don't watch
there-
the news.
So I didn't get a chance to last night to watch your show, Paula. What happened? What was the topics? Can we check it out?
Oh man. Well,
Just
we
send
had
them
a
over
lot
there
of really
and rewatch
You,
it.
you want to get Paula
You
on a
should-
rant?
you should. You
Well,
should
I want to give
rewatch
us a
it.
highlight of what if people wanted to go over there and watch it. Give us a highlight of what happened on your show. Don't give us too much info. We
Well,
want them to go
I'm
over
going
and
to
watch
be
it.
listening to it tomorrow when I'm.
Well, we had a lot of great coins. You know, we always get, our viewers are great, and they send us a lot of great coins to look to show you guys and stuff. But we had a not so great coin that has made its way around Facebook for about a year. This person would post it in a group, be told what it is, not like the answer, and get kicked out of that group. So, anyway, I've like seen this coin pop up for like a year, and finally, this person sent it to our email. So I was like, yes, now it's fair game. So I went on a rant about it.
And if you want to see what that coin is, what do they have to do, Paula?
They just have to go to the live coin Q&A and watch last night's live show. It's about
There you
it's about 3/4 of the way through if you want to.
Oh, you shouldn't have told them
Zoom
that. You
chat.
should have just let them watch all the way and wait for it. J-Dog did.
Yeah, and the funny thing is I thought I had the guy, like he came into the chat and I thought I finally had him convinced that it was nothing, and then I made a comment about how on the steel sense you can tell if it's not reprocessed if you can actually see the steel around the edge, because when they cut those blanks out from the sheet that they cut it out is already plated. So you won't see the zinc plating on the edge of an authentic steel cent. You'll see just the steel.
Yeah, we did a
Well,
video on that, a short.
Then he said, well, my coin doesn't have any plating showing on the edge anyway. So then he went through in the comments, in our comment section after the show, and went on, like him and I went back and forth. And then he went back and forth with somebody who was also popped in, and I just deleted it. So anyway. Yeah,
so anyway, does if one of the mods
Frustrating.
could post a link up for that, so maybe one of you guys can put it and watch it later.
Jackalope got it.
Did it. So you can kind of open another window and save to watch later. That'd be great. So yeah, that sounds like an interesting topic. Here's
It is.
something.
You know, I'm a teacher. That's what I love to do. That's like, because I can't afford to be like the coin type of coin collector I want to be and get all the coins I want to have. So I focus on teaching. And
Rondo said,
when
I don't think so, Paula. You should
I
try.
did try. I did try. And when and I have a bad habit of going like trying my best to try to convince somebody that, you know, their coin is or isn't what they think it is. And when I can't, it's frustrating. And it's just frustrating. It's frustrating.
Paula, I think this is a gold coin. Tell me I'm right.
Oh man.
I can't even see it.
You can send coin questions to info.
It's a gold coin, isn't it?
Can't tell.
No, it's
actually an off-center dime.
It's off dime.
Can't tell.
It's the one in my.
Something's off about that dime.
Yeah, something's off about it.
Does it have the date?
Yeah.
Okay,
This
good.
is the one I had in one of my videos.
I can't
It's
see.
the 1990 something dime.
1990 something.
91.
91. Okay, opinions. Current event here.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Like 50%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 55.
Yeah, it
Well,
sucks.
they don't really go by 5.
10, 20 bucks probably. That's what I said in my video anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
So
it's not the
anyway,
date.
current event right here. Question for current event. Opinions on PAMP buying into AppMex. Anybody have an opinion about that?
Yeah, if it lowers the prices, it's a good thing. If it doesn't, it's a bad thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Frosty?
Camp is pretty pricey.
I like PAMP.
What about you,
Well,
Frosty?
They're both good companies. AppMex stuff on AppMex is high, but when you're talking about app next to PAMP, I don't think it's a big deal. I think it'll make AppMex a little bit stronger. I think it'll provide a little bit more high-end flair to some of the stuff that they have, but I don't think it's going to have any impact.
Team
What's
Pam.
fun?
All I got to say is it's better than Fruit of the Loom.
Yes.
Well, I had heard at one point that Fruit of the Loom had bought into AppMex. I don't know how true it is or not, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Hi, Ron.
Well, isn't Fruit of Loom a bunch of panty wastes anyway?
Panty waist. I got it.
Someone said right here, Monopoly is their opinion.
It's true, JJ.
I'm Team Pamp. I love Pamp.
There's
AppMex
too many. There's
Pamps
too
are
many to
pretty.
be Monopoly.
Pamps are
Hi,
really
Don.
pretty.
You can't
Fortuna.
monopolize the. No, you can't monopolize silver. I don't.
There's
think.
no way.
It's
got
a
too
small
many strong-
market, but the
you got too many strong
problem is,
companies.
I mean, if someone had enough money, they could. But as they're trying to monopolize it, people would start dumping and they would get burned, just like the Hunt brothers did back in the 70s. The same thing would happen again. The market is
Who?
the Hunt brothers. You didn't hear
Some of
about
us
that?
aren't as old as you,
Mike.
dude.
What?
Some of us aren't as old as you, dude.
Dude, you're only a couple years older than me. You heard about the Hunt brothers.
He's
didn't you?
younger.
Or, yeah, whatever. I'm only a couple years older than you. So you heard about the Hunt brothers, didn't you, Paula?
Mm-mm.
Has anybody besides me heard about the Hunt brothers?
I might have
maybe,
if
but I
you
don't
tell
know
me
the
what it's about.
Well, the Hunt brothers, obviously, they were big investors. Back in the 70s, they tried cornering the silver market.
Keith, in the 70s, I was chasing boys around and playing on skateboards.
Anyway, as I was saying, the problem why the silver market cannot be, I guess you could say, monopolized is it's not that it's too big of a market. The silver market is not very huge at all compared to a lot of other markets. It's what is it, 15 billion or something? I don't know. It's some very low number, but it is still a large number. I don't remember the exact number, but I know it's small enough. If someone could figure out how to monopolize it, it could be monopolized easily. But the problem is, it is so widespread because we're talking everybody and their brother almost, not everybody, but has silver. There's so many different people with silver. And as silver starts going up or starts getting tight, these people start grabbing onto it. And then when it gets too high, then they dump it and then grab it back. And there's just too many people own silver. It's not like a company where a company has stock and it's all concentrated and the central trading point is one place. The central trading point on silver is thousands and thousands of different places. So you can't corner it. It's just impossible. Anyway, they tried cornering the market. They borrowed money against it. They ended up paying millions and millions of dollars in fines. And I think they still made money. I don't know. But yeah, they got in trouble. And
Silver market's at 1.3
and
trillion.
AZ Coins is correct. The Hunt Trucking Company, I believe, is out of Texas. They are the same people. Isn't one of their names Carl, I think?
Oh, I know. Next year, Mustang Dave, I'm going to curl
Is it
it
Carl
next
and
year.
Mike?
I don't know. Say that again and say their last name.
That's what I was wondering. Was one of their names Mike?
Why don't you say it again and say their last name? Let's see how it sounds.
Was it Carl and Mike Hunt?
Oh my gosh.
PG, man. PG.
Oh my
PG-13.
Oh,
Hi, Seven.
man.
naughty, naughty, naughty.
Yeah, they were similar like the Knock family to where they're just got tons of money. Why are you doing that, girl?
PG, you gotta get him with Sup Dog.
With what?
Sup dog.
It's a hand. It's a slimy hand, man.
Oh, I love those. Stick it to his forehead. Smack him in the forehead. Do it. Do it. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna read
Me
that.
and my
but
grandson were having slap hand wars yesterday.
There is a comment for you there, Frosty.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, you really never heard of Sup dog?
Sup dog?
Yeah, you never heard of Sup dog?
No.
Sup dog. You know Sup dog?
Like, what's up, dog?
Yeah.
Dog.
Sup, dog?
It's putting two words together to say something that it doesn't mean. Kind of like
Like Ligma.
yeah, kind of like
Ligma.
that. Kind of like what Frosty did a while ago. So
Buttons.
I thought it was Carl, John.
William and Nelson.
I thought it was Carl Hunt was one of them. So it's William and Nelson. He probably knows because he's, a few years older than me, just a couple, 2 or 3 or something. I don't know. But, I was talking to JJ on the phone, and we was talking about ages, so I'm not going to say his real age. I'm just going to say just a couple of years older than me. But, yeah, I thought it was Carl, but obviously I'm mistaken. He probably knows more than me. What do I know? I'm just a guy.
William, Nelson, and Lamar.
He just said, what did he say? Yeah, but was there 3 of them? Frosty?
Yeah, so that's what Farm Dog said. Yeah, Lamar was the other brother.
He was the one that people didn't talk about a lot. But yeah, anyway, they tried cornering the market and
Hi, Phoenix.
it just can't be done. It's just spread too thin. Not too thin. It's spread in too many people's hands.
Like this hand.
You need to keep that hand away from me. She keeps hitting me with it.
I did not.
I'm gonna have to yell husband abuse.
Hi, Gen X. What would you like to see?
Oh, Jackalope's going to set Keith's hair on fire.
What I would like to see with the 2026 coinage, are you ready for it? Them to sell it to his less than face because they've been ripping us off all these
Well,
years.
that's in 3 years, though, man.
No, I'm just saying. They need to sell it to us for less than face because they've been ripping us off all
They're
these
saying,
years.
what do you want to see on it?
I want to see a lower price.
Well, that isn't on the coin.
Well, it is on the coin. A lower price on the coins.
So what Keith is saying is he wants a 20-cent coin again.
That's right.
That would
I
be
have
cool.
to go.
Yeah.
Love you,
Bye.
Paula.
Paula, thank you for coming in.
Good talking to you. Good seeing
Thanks
you.
for letting me hang out. Bye, guys.
No, thanks for coming. We really appreciate it. Have a great day. We love her. She's awesome.
She's good people.
She's my twisted
That
sister.
would be so awesome if they made a 20-cent coin for that 2026.
I'd like to see a revisit of some of the old numismatic stuff.
Yeah. And when I say revisit, I don't know if that's what you meant. When I mean revisit, I mean revisit it as the type, not necessarily. I don't want to see a Seated Liberty 20-cent coin reproduced like they did with the Morgan and Peace dollar. If they reintroduce as a anniversary type coin, a 20-cent piece, make it different with the same aura of the old coinage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to see like they did with the Palladium Eagles where you put the Mercury head on. Make a new design, man.
Yeah. I'd like to see them like take some pride in our stuff like they used to.
Yeah, instead of they take pride, they do take pride in the 1 ounce gold coins, but they charge you for that pride. Almost $1,000
it's the same
premium.
old crap, different day though. Like we need something new and exciting.
Yeah.
I like Lady Liberty on the gold coin. I will say that. It's a nice design. That's a shift from that peace dollar design. I do like the difference there, but there's only a few coins in the last 20, 25 years that I really liked.
There are the coins from circulation is what I'm referring
Hi,
to.
Bruce.
I mean, I don't really care about, I care about the 2026 coins, don't get me wrong, but I don't care about stuff they put out special. I want to see the stuff that goes out into circulation to have some of the old aura, some of the charisma
Like
artiste.
Yeah,
look.
artwork, man.
I want to see that. I want to see that in our circulating
I
coins.
mean, we should be
don't
able
have it.
We should
no
be
more.
able to do like better artwork since we have the technology now.
They seem to want to have dead presidents on the front of all the coins. Flare it up a little bit on that dead president, not some boring portrait, and then put something cool and unique on the reverse. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to knock national
why do
parks,
we have to have a
state
person
quarters,
on our
or women
coins?
quarters. Don't get me wrong. That's a good thing. But
There's a lot of
honestly, I think they should only make one a year on a back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, Miss Coin Crew, that have said the same thing. Why do we have to have a person on our coins?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Why do we need people on our coins?
One thing that they talked about is
maybe put George riding a horse on it instead of his portrait. If you really want,
but there's
no people.
There's also the talk about two sides of the same thing. So you could have like the Declaration of Independence on one side, and then on the other side, you could have the crossing of the Delaware, or you could have like a picture of the Appomattox courthouse or something else. You know what I mean? So there's different things that you can do, different cool combinations that you could implement. The one design that I wanted, they found out later we can't do it, but I would have liked to have seen the old designers. But
I'll
you
buy
can't have
them,
a
Iron Jim.
other than a president.
Yeah, it's a good price, Iron Jim.
I will buy them at that price.
So it's a good price.
But I won't tell you it's a good price. I'm just saying I'll buy them and I'll resell them. But I won't tell you it's a good price. How's that? No, I'm sorry for interrupting, Frosty. Yeah, I do think they need something different. They need something special. Most coins around the world have a portrait, not not something other than just a simple face bust portrait of a figure on the other side. Why don't they, like I said, maybe not George on a horse, but something that's, if they really want a person, why don't they just put that person in action? You know what I mean?
Okay, so a good example, right? You have Lincoln. Why not do like the presidential year, right? Or the legal year as Lincoln's obverse on the penny.
Yeah.
And then on the reverse, do something else like, the 13th Amendment, or you know what I mean? You could do combinations, but actually blend some unique characteristics.
Some of the best artwork on U.S. money is right here. Paper money was so elaborate because the government wanted to bring art to everyone in the country.
Hi, me.
What happened with that thought? I mean, seriously.
They got lazy, man.
They got lazy.
Well, it's not that, but the mint directors stopped being the craftsmen. They stopped being the sculptors. They were just minters. They did the press, but they didn't actually do the work. A lot of them did design, but they weren't the artisans. If you look back at St. Gaudens, you look back at Adolf Wyman, you go look back at the people who actually had designed some of those, Christian Gobrecht, they were the ones actually doing the carving, the stonework. They were actually, they saw a piece of stone and saw the beauty in it when other people just saw the rock, right? The artists now, they were given a concept and they just have to put the concept on paper. It's not quite the same thing.
Fiat is debt. Stop paying your property tax and you will have no more property tax. It's all debt. I don't know. I don't want to get arrested, man.
Love
or
you
lose
too,
my
Paula.
home. Who cares about art? Me. I care about art.
We do.
$5 super chat from Miss Paula
care.
Bloom. Love you guys. We love you too, Paula. I had to stop the chat just so I didn't miss that. And I just wanted to hit a few people before. Pre-1900 bills are beautiful. You hit it on the nail, Keith. Well, Frostbite did too. Why do they want to put
higher? Go ahead.
I was just going to read this. Why do they want to put a lot into design and anything special into monies if we're supposed to
Question.
be going to a cashless society. Well, why do they put a lot of art and work into the commemoratives that they sell? Well, that's because they're making money. I don't know. I don't know if that cashless society is going to work. There's too many people that don't want it. Just saying. I don't want it.
It won't happen for a number of years.
Yeah, we might, everybody here might, by the time it finally gets passed, there's a good chance we won't be living. Because, I mean, and I'm not saying it was a good thing or a bad thing, but didn't they in 2000, what was it, 10 or 12? It was before 12. Say, we're going to have a woman on the front of a $20 bill. And we're looking at 2023, and they just put them on the quarters in 21. I mean, if they were actually going to do something, what's up there? They get around to saying they're going to do something, and everything's got red tape. So much red tape in the government. Didn't they say it was supposed to be like Harriet Tubman or something? They had, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Remember.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're good at looking stuff up. You can type fast. I can't type fast, so I don't type. I'm like that's me typing fast. Me normally typing is like fast is with two fingers.
Jack Lew publicly announced in 2016 that Tubman would go on the $20. Yeah,
But they had mentioned it before without announcing who it was.
but that was back in 2016.
Yeah, when they officially announced it. Nice conversation tonight, Keith. Thanks, Keith, Angel, Frosty, and chat. Steve LaPointe, thank you for the $5 super chat. You rock, dude. I mean, you guys have no idea what your super chats do for the channel. It allows us to keep up with equipment and everything, and this stuff is not cheap. We got to get a new camera for the shop because the camera above is making us faded and gray.
So yeah,
We look
some days
pasty.
we look like we're on the Munsters.
Yeah, we look pasty with that chat. But, that's neither here nor there. We'll get one eventually.
Well, sometimes I look like a giant cherry tomato.
Oh, you just did that one. Is that what you did? How will CBD work with communications?
With communities like the Amish,
I don't think it will. That's the thing, because they're anti-tech. I mean, there may, in an entire Amish community, there may be just one vehicle, and that's only for emergency purposes, like if somebody gets hurt and they can't fix them type thing. But they don't have, the Amish folks don't have cars. They'll have that one emergency vehicle, and that's for, like I said, an emergency. It's not to ride and get from place to place. They take their horse and buggies or bikes and walk. It's not like they're going to use electronics. I'm sure they don't have computers. I don't know. But I know they are what's the word? Modern. I don't know. Anti-modern. I don't think it'll work with them.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they have bank accounts. I don't know.
Some Amish communities do have a single computer with like dial-up.
Yeah, okay. We just heard from Tech that some Amish
Hello.
have a single computer with dollar. But still, how would CBDC work with them?
I don't know. All I know is the only reason they have a computer is because they still have to deal with like social security numbers and other type shit.
Can't lift it up. We're at home. Do me a favor. Lift up one of those items off the shelf behind you. We fake it. Here. Let me show you.
Oh, she's stuck to the wall.
Hey, get off there. Oops.
Oh, she drooled all over it.
Let's see.
Oh, gross! There's drool on it. Yeah, just leave it. We don't have our cats at work.
You see the drool.
Touch up my appearance. New. Oh, wow. Let's hit that button. What do you think? That way I'm
Makes
touched
you look
up.
like Angel.
That way I'm not. No, I don't think
I don't see a difference.
I don't see a difference. Let's try it
It might
again.
not show well right here.
Well, you can't fix broke.
No, we'll hit it anyway, just to be serious.
Smooths you.
Virtual
It
background.
smooths you.
Oh, it's only-
No, I got hairy all over my face.
See, there's our virtual background.
Yeah, there's a drool from the cat.
Oh, did we see it?
Right there. Right there.
There you go, Onyx Fire. There's me picking up
Hi,
something.
Roxzilla.
So yeah, this has been definitely an interesting chat. So we covered silver, like we said in the description. We covered gold. We covered current event, which was the should have been pink unicorn on the gold coin.
We smacked Keith with this.
A little bit about the 2026 coins. We covered more. We covered Paula, covering talking about last night's show. So guys, get over there and watch that if you haven't. From
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it
Q&A.
tomorrow while I'm shipping.
Frosty,
Well,
what
I'm
have you
gonna
been
listen.
doing on your channel? Let everybody know.
He's been hustling, man.
I've been doing a lot of stuff. So I just finished the
I
short
see that.
series of the double dice. Talk about each class of double die. I've done 2 Canadian coins recently. I just put out a short. Oh, Saturday we're going to be talking about the new Canadian or the new East India Company $30 million memoriam coin that they built for the Queen.
Now, isn't the East India Company one of the oldest companies in the world?
They are. They are not the oldest company in the
They're
world.
like
Actually,
the second oldest or something.
Geiger is older than the East India Company.
Well, there's
but
also
there's-
another company that used to. Are they trade?
Oh.
Did the East India Company trade furs too?
I don't know, but East India Company is
Like
they're
that kind of.
Yeah, they produce the St. Helena's.
yeah. So they're like God, what they're like 970 or 980-year-old company, but the
Yeah.
one company, the longest standing companies in Germany, and they're like the silver pouring company. They're like over 1,000 years old.
There's a lot of companies. There's not a lot, but there's a few companies that are hitting those milestones. You know,
Yeah,
because
so-
what they've done over the centuries is they have changed with the times. They'll sell a product and they'll be making a product, and that product will start to get cold, and so they'll find a new product to make and they'll stay in it. East India Company has done teas, furniture, all kinds of different stuff.
Spices. They've done some more nefarious things.
And there's a fur company up in Canada or something. Used to be a fur company, a fur trading company, or
Hello, Pace Arrow.
it starts with a D, and I can't think of it. There's a company that starts with a D that's been around hundreds of years, and I can't think of it. I cannot think of it for the life of me. I know it's been around for over 500 years. I just can't think of it. They made
There's Hudson
clothing.
Bay.
What?
There's Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay's been
Hudson
around
Bay.
since
Maybe it's Hudson Bay. They've been around a
60.
while. That's
1670 was when they opened their doors.
okay. Well, guys, answer that and just tell them I'll be there.
Oh, you need to.
Okay, I gotta go, guys. Hello.
Business call.
Hang on just a second. I gotta maneuver. Yeah. So, guys, I'll see everybody later. Angel's gonna close out when she gets done. Okay.
We'll see you later.
How's it going, man?
When business calls.
I've been having fun with this. I'm just a kid at heart, man.
Those are cool. I used to play with those all the time. I used to get yelled at by my grandparents for slapping them on the mirror. And then they have all these little freaking hands.
Well, the
Mark's on
stickiness goes away after a little while, but yeah, it was fun because me and my grandson were trying to like smack each other like from across the room with them.
But yeah, they're trying to remember.
Yeah, I have no clue what Keith was talking about. All I know is the East India Company makes the St. Helena's, and those things are. I love the St. Helena coins. They're beautiful.
Shivlasan Gumand. It's
Did you
They've
say
been
Lost in
around.
Ruins? Farfanugan?
Yeah, they got German and Chinese companies over 1,000 years old. Yeah, there's some really, 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 really old companies, and the East India Company is right there with them.
Good to know. I can wash this and get the sticky back.
Yeah, soap and warm water.
That's not good, Mud Swat. He just lost his power.
East India Company was founded New Year's Eve, 1600.
In 1600.
Pretty cool. I thought they were older than that. I thought they were almost 1,000 years old. But I know there's a German foundry that's 1,000 years old. They work with Geiger. They're actually one of the primary mills for Geiger.
What that makes Geiger, so like silver stuff.
Yeah, so there's they utilize two foundries. One of them is the really, really old one, and then the other one is a more modern foundry. It's actually kind of run and governed by Geiger.
Mhm.
And did a lot of research when I first started getting into Geiger bars and looking at it. Geiger's got a huge, huge history, and that's why when you're talking about monopolies, there's no way that this Max PAMP thing's going to ever be a monopoly. There's just no way. There's too many companies that have been stupid gold and silver for way
Well, I
too
mean,
many years.
if they did, like, you know, because like there's a lot of like Atmex exclusive like coins. So like they could have like some PAMP that would be like Atmex exclusive. So you'd like have to buy that exclusive PAMP off of like Atmex or something.
Well, but again, that's not monopoly, right? That is creating a custom niche in a collector's market.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different. I'm losing light. I forgot to turn my other light on, so I'm starting to melt into the mist.
You're drifting away, man.
We started talking about the East India Company, and the Pirates of the Caribbean theme started to settle into my background.
Hi, Chew.
So, but anyway, Keith was asking me about what was happening on the channel. We're going to be talking about that coin. So that coin, I actually put it on a video at 5 o'clock today. If you want to go see it, that'll kind of tell you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about on Saturday.
Is it sort of like a teaser?
It is. It's just kind of, it's really short. It was probably 40 seconds long, 30 seconds long. Kind of talking about the basics. I'm going to I got one more short coming out on Wednesday on it, or Thursday on it, talking about what I'm going to be talking about on Saturday. But it's cool. I mean, it's here. Let me do this real quick. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, I never even heard of Geiger until I got into like the YouTube and the YouTube community. So like I basically got my first Geiger, but I was scared of German silver because like there's stuff that says German silver and it has no silver in it. I have the theme song from Chippendale's Rescue Rangers stuck in my head. Have a good night, Jackalope. See you in the AM over at Miss Ida's. What's up?
I don't know. I'm gonna make food, I guess.
Well, we try to give you whatever knowledge is in our heads, Robert. Angel, I hit 600 friends today. Awesome, JJ. Mudswat wants a
That's cool,
20
JJ.
grand.
Congrats.
Oh, he had to take a call.
So will you do me a favor, Angel?
Maybe.
Will you share that?
Oh, it's in the where is it? Oh, dude. Ooh, that's
That
pretty.
is the coin that we're going to be talking about on Saturday. So this honors the 70 years of Queen Elizabeth II serving on the throne. It is, so you can see the 70 there on the back. It is the 1-year anniversary memorabilia coin that was created. There are 13 gold coins that circulate the back, and there's some models on it. One of the items says that age can be a virtue if it's utilized correctly. And then on the, if you look at this side right here, I'm gonna try to stop this real quick. If you look at this side right here,
hi brown sugar.
yeah. So I'm trying to see if I can. It's not gonna do it. No. I was trying to see if I could find a way to get it to stop spinning, but I don't think I can.
Like, where can you get that coin from?
Here we go. So this is one side of it. So you can see all the really neat designs of the queen, right? And then you have the 70th anniversary of it. And then
oh yeah, some of those were like the virtues or whatever. They made like silver coins, like the Queen's virtues things. With the like angel.
So they did the Queen's virtues all the way around, and it's on each side, right? Keep the faith with God. So there's some really cool things. Just some great imagery of the Queen, both when she was young and when she was old. But on the other side, they fashioned the diamonds to look like the Union Jack, actually like it's flowing. So if I turn on see if I can do this. Yeah, I can't stop it. But when you look at the other side, you'll see the okay, it looks like the Union Jack in the diamonds, right? So if you look at it right now, you'll see it the Union Jack. You have the cross items. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then if you look at the edge, and I really wish I could stop it, but there's lettering and design
we can kind of
the edge as well.
Kind of see it.
Absolutely remarkable.
It says a bunch of stuff around.
Yeah. So this is what I'm
why can't we make cool
on
stuff
Saturday.
like that?
So if you really want to learn about huh? Say that one more time.
Oh, I said, why can't we make stuff like that? Oh, and Elle was wondering, like, who is selling that coin? I can't see it.
Oh, it's not being sold. It's a $30 million coin.
Oh, it's 30. Yeah. Well, I mean,
those items that are there are inlaid with diamonds. There's only one of them. Now, the actual denomination of the coin, we'll talk about all this on Saturday. If you really want to learn about it, come listen to me on Saturday. We'll talk about it and share it all out. But it's the Queen's 1-year death was like a year ago, a couple days ago, I guess.
Yeah.
And so this was the memoriam of that, and this is honoring that year. So, but it's really cool. Again, I'll talk a little bit more about this kind of share. And but you know, the most expensive coin up until this coin was created in the numismatic coin outside of the 1,000 pound gold coin that they did for the kangaroo. This is the most expensive coin. The one that held it before was the St. Gaudens Double Eagle, the 33, because it had sold for $18.9 million. So cool stuff. But anyway, you can come check that out on Saturday, and we'll be talking about that and have fun. It would be really cool if they sold small versions of this, because without the diamonds, just have that intricate inlay. It would be phenomenal coin. I would buy one in a heartbeat.
Just do something like some crystals or something.
Well, not even that. You can do things with cut patterns that make it look,
Baby.
and just make it like a deep mirror finish, and then have the cut lines to make them look like diamonds, kind of like what they've done with the inlay on the queen, where they have the background where, depending upon where you turn it, you see the different patterns in the coin. You could do that, so when you rotate it, it actually look like diamonds, because you could
Yeah.
cut those items to make them look like facets. So it would be really cool if they made something like that, but it took them a long time to do this. But join me on Saturday. We'll talk more about it.
Oh, you had a Fred cat for 19 years? Yeah. Our oldest cats are 15 right now. I'm going to be like an old cat lady.
Are you going to be an old cat lady, or are you going to be an old cat lady?
No, I don't want to be an old cat lady. Because I'm going to be sad, like when, like, I'm going to make Keith, like, take the cat if they have to be put down. I'll be too sad.
That would be really cool. All right, Miss Coin Crew, I'm going to go grab some dinner.
Thank you for
My
having
wife sent
us.
me a message
Thank
that
you for coming here. Where are we? I
Oh,
don't
no
know.
worries.
We're in the Twilight Zone. So
Yeah, thanks
guess
for
I'll-
having me up, and always enjoy being on stream with you guys.
maybe see you in the AM over at Ida's.
Tomorrow is Wednesday, probably not.
Oh,
Wednesday's
okay.
a day for me. I'll try to
Well,
get in, pop in, say hi, but most likely not, because my meetings start at like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh.
it was fun. I appreciate you for coming up and keeping us company. And I appreciate everybody for like hanging out with us and like listening to us, man. So I appreciate
It
you
was fun.
guys. And we will see you real soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.